Okay, are we all set up? Mic works. Sounds work. Background music's a go. All right, let's go ahead and get started here. Okay. Where am I at? I think there was a new issue opened up on DashTx. And I think there was also a new issue opened up on one of the other libraries. No, those are not new issues. Let's see if I can see organization-wide. Can we see issues organization-wide? Do they have that in here? Can I sort by... Can I sort by orgs? Okay, there's this one. Hive DashTx. Wait, am I not on DashTx? Why am I not seeing that? Oh, okay, here's the pull request. Alright, and then there was another issue somewhere that I need to look at. Okay, this looks good. I don't think that this requires anything other than... Man, I don't know about the emojis and the commit messages. I think it's a step too far. But I should probably check and make sure that that's the only place that would be needed. I guess he's already tested it. Okay, let's go back here and then let's look at this file. TX info signed. And then it's going to go sign it. I think this also does need... let's go look. I think there needs to be a way to pass in the magic bytes that you want to use, because right now I know he's overriding the function, but I think that should just be an option. And we need it for T-Dash. I know that we need that, so let's see here. DashTx. And at some point there's a 4C in here. Yeah. No, that one's to represent something different. So this push data happens to be 4C, but I believe it's representing 76 for some reason. Why it's representing 76, I don't know. But I think that's different from this one. So adder to pub key hash. And this one's wrong anyway. So this shouldn't be happening. Yeah, this what I should do here is, if this function is called, I should mark it as deprecated and say, hey, you should be using this other thing as well. You should be using dash keys instead. Yeah. And then what was utils? I think utils is a mix-in. I could be wrong. I guess it's not. It probably should be part of a mix-in when you call the create function. Yeah, create version equals version. You know what? Actually, I think that JoJo's thing might have been wrong. Create raw. Or, let's see. Where was he? Let's see. I am going to make one comment on this. Let's see, where was that at? Where was I just looking here? Okay, create. So create raw. Version is already accepted by create hashable, create signed. I might unapprove that because, well, let's see. If you're creating an instance of the object, I guess it still makes sense. Let me see where was this changed at? TX info signed. What's the function this is part of? Hash and sign all. Oh yeah, okay. All right, so it wasn't being passed through. I see. All right, so it received it and it didn't pass it through. Yes. That is a bug. Yeah. Yep, that's what he said. Kiwi, what's up? How's New Zealand today? Is it nice and warm or nice and cold? Okay, good. So there we go. That's good. Thanks, Jojo. And there was another area that needed review here. I think it was in DashWallet. Let me see if I can find it. It's still dark. Okay, hold on. You're on the other side of the Earth, right? And the southern hemisphere? But being on the southern hemisphere doesn't negate the darkness. It just negates the season. It's got too many hemispheres. The planet has too many hemispheres. Okay. All right. Trying to find the issue. Let me go ahead and close these out so they don't confuse me. Okay, this one, actually, I'm going to keep that one open because I think that's where we're going to go next. Dash Hive. Wow. Yeah, the messages feature of GitHub is stupid. At least for people like me. Okay. So wait, it's almost noon here, so you're only 7 hours off? Alright, you make some breakfast and have a good one. Alright, let me see. Here is Utah. Okay, no, I don't need this anymore. Oh, this is something that I'm going to be working on today, hopefully. This might actually this might actually belong in the payment tools playlist, not the merchant tools playlist, but oops, I guess we could retitle it maybe. I don't know. All right, I'm in the middle of this. I think there might be a bug in here. This is what we need to figure out. Was there a bug? Let me show you where I think the bug is. Something that I thought was weird and I just fixed it. Because I didn't have a comment, and I'm just not sure. All right, here it is, -1. So check this out. If has extra, change.satoshi's -1, and then it also had raw output Satoshi's -1. Now, in this case of has extra, then these two are going to be the same. So I'm a little confused as to why I'm subtracting twice. From essentially the same thing. Because output index is going to be the last output, which is going to be the change. So I think that this is where I potentially introduced this error, but I don't understand how that could have worked in the first place. So we may just need to grab a test for that real quick. Oh, Not 7 hours, 17 hours. We're a day ahead. It's Tuesday morning here. Okay. That makes more sense. Why snow and hail? Why? It's been snowing and hailing the past few days. Oh. Okay. What am I looking at here? Info, signed, raw. I need to actually get the. Let me get this locally. Let me go check this out locally. Okay. Dash, and we're gonna go into, what was this? Factory external storage and DashTx. Dash tools. Just got 16 inches of snow. Oh. Snow and hail, yeah. March, I mean, we're almost at April here. We're almost at April and it's still snowing, which I guess is good because of the moisture. But, yeah. Okay. Change dot no. So stop minus equals 1. Where's that at? Okay, let me pull this down. Yikes. Okay. All right, good. We got that. Minus equals. Minus equals. Where was that? Where was it at? What the heck? Oh, whoops, I'm in the wrong repository. Okay, never mind. Doo-doo-doo. Brain's still booting up. Okay. Let me see if I've got a test for this. TXInfo raw outputs.length. Change.satoshis. Maybe these are different objects. Let me see what's going on here. Change output TXInfo raw. Let's change here. Satoshis minus equals 1. But then this would be the same. This is where I'm confused. This would be the same thing. I'm guessing that I'm expecting this to be a duplicate object. And maybe I even enforce that. Let me see. Do I enforce that in some way? Okay, let's see how this actually works. Sign, fee, walk. Okay, I've got TX raw info, I've got change, TX raw info, and then where did change come from? Okay, change is a separate thing here. Outputs, change. So push change into the outputs, which is what I was expecting. And then I pass this in as outputs and change. And do we have this in more than one place? No, we only have this in one place. Sign to target. Okay. We had a wet fall. We don't need any more moisture, quite frankly. Okay. Yeah, we've had drought for the last several years. So I moved here and we had huge snows during the winter. And then, I don't know, 2 years later, the winters were dry for a decade. And now the winters are picking back up again. So I'm glad that the winters are picking back up again, even if they spill over a little bit in the spring. Or a little bit in the spring. So the thing I really need here is a unit test. Coin value Send cache like, send value. Let's see what this does. This scares me. That's what it does. That's weird. Okay, parse send info, min denom. So what we would need here... Okay, this is going to take a wallet reference. Is what that is. Okay. Min denom, min stamps, stamp denoms. Ah, isn't that beautiful? I've been doing Go. Ah, so beautiful. Got to beef up the tests on these. Okay, parse send info. Well, that's confusing. Alright, so let's run this test now. Alright, so that passes. All right, what happens when we do npm run test? We need to get that fixed. Did I not have a test thing? I was working on a test package. Okay, we need to have our tests running and working again. So let's just do this. Yeah, we'll use an exec, I guess. There we go. Get a little boilerplate out of the way. I'm going to get rid of that boilerplate because we're not going to use it. And this because we're not going to use that. There we go. Okay, fs, read file. Oh, read dir. And then we call them durants. And let me just go double check on this. Node fs. Maybe I should try using GPT more. Let's try this. Write a function that iterates over durants of the current dir name. Write a Node.js function and execs. Let's see. Ignores index.js and execs each other file with a log of success or fit or error messages. Let's see how it did. With file types. That's what I wanted. See what I can copy over from this. It wrote crap code, but it did it. All right. Oh, this is another thing. I need to go grab this from my cheat sheet real quick. No cheat sheet. I'm loading this on my other screen here. I'm pretty sure I've got the exec. Yeah, okay, here we go. Ah. Let's go ahead and put that down underneath as a supporting function, just to make it a little easier to read. What's the JavaScript testing framework output format standard? I think it's called AnyTest. Okay, I'm going to ask GPT in a different conversation. What's the name of the standardized format for JavaScript test output? Test anything protocol. All right, great. So now I'm going to ask GPT to output. Okay. Output the results in test anything protocol format. Okay. All right, let's see. Exec node, and then args will include, I guess, the current directory, and maybe it should be relative. Okay. Path equals require node path. All right, and then for the relative path, we want to do, let's see. There we go. Okay, exact rail path. And then this one we can await, right? And if there's a dot catch here, then we... Ah! That's not what I wanted. Go back. And then what did I put for the error here? Reject result. That probably should be a little bit better. Alright, standard error. Let's see. Let error equals new error. Result dot standard error. Error dot standard out equals result dot standard out. Error dot code equals, well, I guess what we could do is just do object dot assign error result. There we go. That's better. Okay. And then okay, functions declared in loops are bad, blah, blah, blah. There we go. And then we would do if error.code. These are all console.infos because they're not debug. They're the legit real deal. Okay. Okay, so I think we now have... Let's see. Success. Yeah, I think that works. I'm not sure. We're gonna go with that for now. All right, let's try it. npm run test. Cool. All right, so we'll go ahead and get our tests fixed because that'll make us all feel better. Especially in the face of this new development of potentially getting people on board with this thing. What was this thing that we were just in? Send value. I think I'm actually going to need to move this here. And then we'll... Oops. We'll have like a default denom info here. So right here, take note. I'm just going to put where the denoms can be modified. This is DashWallet.js, line 362. All right, we'll probably need to put this in a couple places. Okay. So we're putting all of these in here not to be used, but just for tests. So maybe I could change that name to from default to or let's see. All right, so we will go fix this one again. So hopefully that will fix that. All right, let's give this test a try now. Cache like select. This is probably, I don't know what that's supposed to be. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Here, inputs to outputs. Let's see what parameters it takes. Output denom infos. Okay, that looks about right. I don't know what output is here. Send infos. Yeah, that sounds like output info. So that may have just been renamed. Hey, oh, all right, great. And then I guess we need one more 0. The way this is printing out. So sats pad start 11. Okay, great. And what are these actually showing here? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So here I don't actually have a good test for this because I'm not... Well, maybe I do. Let's see. Expected error. So I'm showing what it expected, so that's good. Okay, that doesn't quite look right. Something's off with this one. Okay, face value. Okay, I think I see what happened here and what needs to change. Wait, this is wrong. I think it's wrong because it's truncated. Let's see. Why would that be represented this way? That face value should be 1 lower. Oh, we're taking low face value and high face value? Let's see. Oh, okay. All right, I know why this is happening. So what this is saying, and it looks like, I'm not clear if this is right or wrong. So there's a... Oh, whoops, I'm not actually listening to the podcast. Let me get rid of that thing. There we go. I don't know why that was still up. I guess because that's what was up last time I was on here. Okay, so we have 2 different types of face value. We have the face value when you send it, and we have the face value when you receive it. And so low face values like this if the amount... Okay. So here what we'd say is the face value, if it was an exact amount that was requested, then the face value would be this. But if it's the amount that you receive, then the face value is this. So we have 2 face values. That's why that was confusing me. I don't remember exactly what all this is showing. I might just move on. I do want to make sure that this gets fixed, though, because that truncation was not working, and I'm pretty sure I added that condition just so that we have something that goes outside of the normal 8 digits. So there's 4, and there's another 4, and then I wanted something that was well over, so that's why I got that. And then the face value here, this actually does make sense, because with this one, what we're saying is this, we can tell by doing the mod, we can see that this transaction is perfectly, it's perfect stamp values. And this one we can tell that it's not perfect stamp values. So if we look at something and we say, oh, this looks like it's a perfect stamp value, then we don't need to round up. But if it looks like it's an API value, then we do need to round up. And in general, you're not going to get perfect stamp values because you'd have to be doing mod 191. And so there's that's 9, and 9 really never gets to 400s or 200, so you'd have to get to, well, anyway, yeah, it's that something using the traditional fee system is never going to come up with a round number for the last a mod 200, or not never, but it's not going to happen. Because your fee is either 191, 192, 193, you'd have to have something in the order of 50 coins in order. If it was 192, you have to have 50 coins in order for that to come out even. So anyway, I don't know that that's necessarily the heuristic that was being used, but it's the way that this is being tested. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because this is send cash like. So it's saying, if you give me this number, then I'm going to have to round up because I can't get that in an even mod. And same thing here. Yeah, okay. So I have to send at least this amount is what we're getting to. Okay. So let me, I think I need to do a negative slice then. Let's see, what does that end up being? Okay. Okay, and it's not going to matter how long that number is if we're doing the negative slice, right? We're going to get the zeros. Okay, correct. Okay, so I got to do a negative slice on that in order to get the output to be correct. So let's go ahead and change that so that it's not confusing in the future. So here, face value is going to be to -5, I believe is what it is. And then pad start should be 6. So let's go ahead and try that, and that looks right. Okay. And the reason we know that passes is because we have this table and it shows us what number we expect to get. So if we got the wrong number, then it would have failed. Okay, and then let's just take a look at this to see if it makes sense. So these inputs have these face values, and then the outputs have these face values and are denominated in this way, and then that's the minimum fee. Okay. All right. Oh, and I think I had a pocket A and a pocket B because I was just testing different outcomes. Okay, great. All right, so let's go ahead and do that test of coin value. Again, we'll do -5 and 6 on this one. Okay. So I also want to print out what these values mean, because I believe this is the sat value, this is the face value, this is the stamp number, and this is the dust number. So what couldn't be split into stamps. I think it's the number of stamps. Okay. Okay. All right, there we go. That looks right. I could probably get rid of the hyphen in front of there for the purposes of making sense of this. All right, let's go to the next one then. npm run test. Oh, and I also do need to make sure that this okay. Make sure this has an exit failure code, because we will, what I'll do is I'll add the tests to the GitHub Actions so that they're always running and that we don't do any PRs unless the tests pass. That'll make us all feel better. Okay. Thankfully, most of these are not very complicated. I do want to just make sure that all of these are running as expected. Okay. This looks good. Sweet. So it looks like, fingers crossed, none of the tests need to be modified in more than a superficial way here. Just function signature changes. Okay. Excellent. Interesting. Why do I have a wrong use bit 59 in there? Where'd that come from? Sort inputs. Oh, interesting. Numerical? I think that's supposed to be numerical. I thought that this was changed. I thought this had been updated. Let me check DashTx sort inputs.sort outputs.sort. Okay. Which function is this? Denominate. Oh, okay, this doesn't matter anyway. I don't think. I think that we can get rid of wallet.sort. Okay. Denominate. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this wrong one for now. I'm going to go ahead and grab this. I'm going to put this in my to-do. But I think we can get rid of this wrong because we don't need it. We've already fixed that problem, as is often the case with comments. New file? Okay, let's not do that. Alright, let's set that one aside too. Okay, so now we need to do the GitHub Actions bit. And I do have a cheat sheet for this. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy and paste from my cheat sheet and see if it worketh. I think the font and the length is already set. And then I think we just need to update that YAML file. Okay, node modules, package.json, package lock, docs. I don't think we're going to need that one. Well, let's leave that one alone for now. We'll put that back there, because that's not what this commit's about. And I do not need to do any of that or any of that. Okay. npm CI. See what that does. And I should be able to do npm run lint and npm run test. TSC and JSN. Let's see how that works. I'll be quite happy if it does. Okay, there's a bunch of junk files. And there's some stuff that has... Okay, so... there's something going wrong here because it's running on files that it shouldn't. So we should have our jsconfig.json here, and it should be, yeah, bin, lib. So these are the includes. Why those are not indented properly, the world may never know. And it should exclude node modules very explicitly. So how are we having... Okay, run TSC. Do I need to put in there the config? Let me check. Lint, shell check, TSC. Okay. TSC-p config.json, so I'm not sure why it wouldn't be using the config.json. But it very much seems that it's ignoring that. Yeah, why is it reading in node modules? This may be one of those things where it just shows a bunch of errors, but it's not actually counting them. No, it looks like it's counting them. This may be something where it has to because of the way that it's doing the dependency resolution. So, what we might need to do for now is to skip the TSC because it might just keep us too far behind. We really need to just be focused about cannot find config file. Oh, there's a space there that's messed up. Or so it would seem. Space isn't messed up over here where the original was. I need to check on that. That may be a bug with JSWT. Let's go check. Indeed it is. There we go. Run it on itself. There we go. All right. Let me see if there's any other similar typos in here. Because that seems like one that there definitely could be others. that are like that. Looks like this is the only one. Okay. Oh, whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Alright, and then last thing we need to do here is npm run bump patch. Git push tags. And do the publish bit. Enter to open in browser. Use security key. Authentication successful. All right. All right, so we fixed that. Boop. So now we can finish fixing this. Function has too many statements. Missing semicolon. Oh, do we still have the missing semicolon issue here? Okay, do not edit. Let me go back. Security key, use it again. All right. Boom. All right. So that one's done now. I don't know exactly what this is. JSWT. Okay, so this is the one that we need to get rid of. Right here. Oh no. Okay. Was there anything else? All right, so in sum total, what is this commit then? Not really much of anything. Oh, this is prep for the GitHub Actions. Right. Hmm. Is that it? Okay. So npm run lint should now pass. The shappy junk. Oh, bless me. Two 2845. Pair inputs to outputs. This has too many statements. So what we're going to do is a little okay, let's see. JS hint max statements. Oh, duh. Not double star. Yeah, this is just... The max statements are a little high, but... What are you going to do? It's just the nature of this function is complex. I don't think that it's doing too much. I don't think it's doing more than it should. I don't think that it's got excess state in it. I think that just the nature of the beast is, you know, it's one of the exceptions to the rule. So... Oh, and I don't want this to be in tests, do I? That's not the purpose of this, is it? Okay, yeah. Do a little bit of... All right. So now when we run lint, we should pass, which means that now we should be able to add this action. Okay, so let's do npm run fumped and make sure that that's working. Indentation. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and fix that PR. Wait, did we fix this one here? Oh, this may need to have the settings adjusted. Branches, edit, require pull request. Okay, so all right, I'm just gonna add this into boop. What episode are we in here? Doot. Okay. So we fixed the missing semicolon, got that brought in where that needs to be. Then we're updating DashWallet. Make sure I get these PRs logged. All right, so now we can add branch protections. And we can require status checks to pass before pulling it in. Okay, so now we have our tests working again. And I'm not sure, did the GitHub action run? All right, I think now Do not commit. Do not... Okay, here it says 4 checks passed. Okay, what are the... Build? Build. Maybe pull request alert? Pew! Okay, great. All right. One other thing that I wanted to test. Okay, so let's try this. Expected a fee of 9999. All right. So I just want to make sure that we also see that any test that fails is also not approved. That's the goal there. So that's not the one. Okay, good. Wait, that one should have been fixed. Was that? Okay, cool. Okay, so test failure, not okay. Excellent. All right, so confirmed. That's working, so I'm just going to go ahead and close this out. All right, I'm going to take a little pee break, and then maybe grab a little something to eat, and then I'll be back in a few minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream, just because this it might be 10 or 15 minutes or so. I'm not sure, but anyway, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream, and then I'll come back. But let's have a little bit of a success here.
We do what we must because we can.
We got tests working. We'll want to put those tests across all of these repos. I don't think I had my way of doing this figured out yet when I was first doing DashWallet, but now, and I gotta save this in my cheat sheet, actually, this test runner, because this is a really good test runner, if I do say so myself. So I'm just going to copy and paste this out so I have this for the future in my cheat sheets. Go make sure I've got that. All right. Okay. I also need to move Bliss over to BNNA at some point. My cheat sheet. My Bob. Okay, anyway, so now this is in my cheat sheets. So now next time I need this test runner. But this is it, baby. This is the test runner for you. Look at that. Look at the beauty of this. Oh. And actually, rather than testing index.js, I should have just tested file name or something, gotten the relative file name. Okay, anyway, I'm out. I'm gonna take a 15-20 minute break or something, then I'll come back and we'll continue. And where we will continue will be making sure that we have a test for this. And we should bring in, well, I want to get a test for this before I bring in this other whatchamadoodle here, because I think that this is relative. Not relative, relevant. I think it's relevant to that PR, because I'm pretty sure I had tested this and I didn't have this error before I made that change, but I just can't see why making that change would make a difference, because those objects should be the same object. They shouldn't be different objects. But again, I'll have to test and see, because it may be that his output, yeah, if his output is right there and then change is going to go into the outputs array, then why would we want to subtract 2? Maybe we do need to subtract 2. I have to double check. I have to see why we were subtracting 1 versus 2, because I think that's essentially that's what happened here. It could be otherwise, but if we just construct the transaction that matches the requirements that he set forth, then if we run it 5 or 6 times, we should be almost guaranteed to come with the same error. Really, we should only have to run it, statistically, if we run it twice, we have a 50% probability. So yeah, if we run it 4 times or 6 times. Anyway, the point is, we can, even with the random signature issue, we can just run the test would have to be to run the transaction signing in a loop, so that we're sure that we hit the problem. Yeah. Anyway, so that all said, I'll catch you in a bit. Adios.